Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the different types of column. Basically, column is a compression member. According to IS code 456/2000, according to clause 25.1.2, column can be divided into three types. First one is a pedestal, short column, and third one is a long column. First, pedestal. If the length of column is less than 3 times its least lateral dimensions, that is LAX by D should be less than, or LEY by B should be less than 3, then it is called as a pedestal. Second type is a short column. When the both slenderness ratio, that is LAX by D and LEY by B, shall be less than or equal to 12, then the column is a short column. Third type is a long column. If a column having LEX by D and LEY by B is greater than 12, then it is a slender column in respect of major or minor axis respectively. Here we are considering LEX is nothing but effective length of column in respect of its major axis. Capital D is depth in respect of major axis. LEY is effective length of column in a respect of minor axis, and B is width of the member. Our next topic is types of column reinforcement. So there are three types of column reinforcement. First one is a longitudinal or main reinforcement. Second one is a transverse or lateral reinforcement. Third one is helical reinforcement. So type number 1, longitudinal or main reinforcement. As per IS 456/2000, clause number 26.5.3.1, longitudinal reinforcement exists axial load and bending moment. When the transverse reinforcement resists the shear force, shares a small fraction of axial load if provided in the form of helical reinforcement, which keeps the main reinforcement in position and prevents longitudinal bar from the buckling. As requirement for longitudinal reinforcement, so first requirement is area of longitudinal steel. According to IS code, the minimum area of longitudinal steel should not be less than 0.8% of gross cross-sectional area of a column. The amount of area should not be more than 4% of gross cross-sectional area of the column. In no case it does not exceed 6% when bar from column below have to be low with those in the column under consideration. So second IS requirement is minimum number of longitudinal steel bar. For a rectangular column, number of bar shall be 4. For circular column, it shall be 6. Third IS requirement for design of column is diameter of longitudinal steel. The diameter of longitudinal steel bar shall not be less than 12 mm. Fourth requirement is spacing of longitudinal bar. So the minimum horizontal spacing between two parallel main bar shall not be less than diameter of larger bar or maximum size of coarse aggregate plus 5 mm. The maximum spacing of longitudinal bar measured along the periphery of column shall not be more than 300 mm. Last IS requirement for design of column is nominal cover to the longitudinal bar. Nominal cover in a case of column is equal to 40 mm or the diameter of longitudinal bar, whichever is greater. In a case of column of width 200 mm or less, whose longitudinal bar not exceeds 12 mm diameter, the nominal cover of 25 mm may be used. In next lecture, we are going to discuss the different types of transverse or lateral reinforcement. Thank you.